I, 19, and my mom, 49, have had numerous fights over the past few weeks, most of which are on the same topic, that she was going into my room and looking around without me knowing. Basically, every time I would leave the house for work or anything else, I would always leave my door fully closed, but would come back to it open, and I would be positive that certain things had been moved around or straight up removed. So naturally, I'd ask my mom if she'd gone into my room, and she would always say no. Now, maybe the first couple of times I could play it off like I forgot to close my door, but it happened multiple times a week, so I knew that wasn't the case. Yesterday, I went out and bought one of those Bluetooth surveillance cameras. At this point, I was positive she was going into my room behind my back and lying about it, so I just wanted proof because I knew this would continue happening otherwise. This morning, before I left for work, I made sure the camera was working, closed my bedroom door completely, and then headed out. Around midday, I got a notification from my phone that the camera detected motion, so I pulled it up to view. Wouldn't you know it, there was my mom going through my drawers, closet, desk. She was even grabbing things and throwing them out into the hallway. I closed the video feed and make sure I saved it first. Then I planned to confront her the first thing when I was done with my shift. When I got home, I immediately asked her if she'd gone into my room, and she said no. I responded by pulling up the video and holding my phone in front of me so she could see it. Instead of apologizing, she exploded. She screamed at me for installing a camera in her house without her permission. I responded by demanding an explanation for her going into my room. She said she had a right as my mother. She began questioning certain things in my room, to which I said it's none of her business. At this point, I was done. I stormed off and went to my room. Within the hour, my phone was blowing up, from my family, all siding with my mom, telling me I'm insane for putting up a camera. I kid you not, the entire family is on my mom's side except my dad. But my dad can't stop this because they got divorced and he isn't allowed in her house. Am I wrong?